I get asked this a lot on podcasts. What do you think the best martial art for the street is? And I go, art is for a museum. That's my default answer. Art is for a museum. They're like, what? I go, listen. And one day, I'd never had this metaphor, but one day this came out, and I was like, I can't believe in 30 years I never thought about this. I asked the podcast interviewer, I said, how do you think cavemen fought? Was there like a caveman kung fu studio? And should I go to caveman kung fu or caveman karate? There's two caves, and they both have signs here. Like after caveman high school, we go to caveman karate. But how do you think cavemen fought? Was like they're like you're from another tribe, and I already know kung fu. Like do you know when martial arts like originated and where? Any of the history?
I think it was the monks, right? And like the Buddhists were using the crane, and they started using that to incorporate with their movement, right?
There's some people that say it started in India. Some people say it started in China. But let's say there's convergent evolution. It's happening all over the place. But why did people start studying martial arts or practicing or developing fighting systems? Because there was violence, right? Otherwise, like, why would you develop it? So here's the thing. The organized martial arts, where you see it in books and sketches and stuff like that, like the kung fu type things, is only thousands of years old. But the first spear used for hunting might be like 400,000 years old. Mm-hmm. Somebody figured out how to sharpen a rock hundreds of thousands of years ago. For me to jam, I'm going to use this PVC, you're a wild buffalo or a bear, and I got to kill you. I got to sharpen this, and I got to jam it in you, right? This movement is the extensor chain. It's me doing this driving action, right?
Yeah.
And so I made this joke in the show, like I didn't have all these props and everything. I'm spending more time here because we're live. This is on Zoom. And I said, like, what was the first weapon? What do you think the first weapon was? Was it like a firearm? How about a rock? Right, yeah. Right? If I'm going to smash, like, am I doing this with the rock? Am I spinning it on my finger? Like, am I flicking it, or am I picking it up and smashing you in the head? Again, what is it? Finger splayed, outside 90, core to extremity, primal gross motor. Fuck you. Throw the rock, get you down, smash you with a rock, right? That's a palm strike.
Yep.
But it was primal gross motor, and it was born out of fear of death. So you and I are in the same tribe. We got a bunch of other cavemen with us, and we're sitting by our fishing hole. We went hunting and gathering, and we're resting. We're going, hey man, we have to share that squirrel. I think we're going to die. And then we look up on a ridge, and we notice 12 other guys, and they all have long pointy sticks too, because spears and sharpened sticks, convergent evolution was happening all over the place.
Yeah.
When they came down to fight, do you think it was like kung fu, we're doing staff shit, or was it like chaos? So the system that we created is this: we have to improve our situational awareness, we have to manage our fear, and the movements during the most dangerous, most violent times need to be based on central nervous system logic and primal gross motor movement. If I said to you, one last visual, and sorry if I'm freaking all over the place, but like, how my brain goes. If I said to you guys, hey Joel, it's a rite of passage, you got to go. You remember in the 300 or I forget what movie it was, where was it the 300 where you had to kill the giant wolf with the spear?
The Spartans, I can't remember, but that movie specifically. Yeah. But they had like 7 years old. They had the right of
yeah. So I go, hey, you've got to go kill this giant wolf with a spear by yourself. So imagine the first guy with a stick with a rock on it. He's testing. He's going, man, I hope this doesn't fucking break, because that's like a big animal coming at me. So in other words, I'm here like this. I'm coiled. And when you come up to get me, I got to go like this. I'm not just going ki. Part of me is going, in caveman speak, so you come at me, I'm going, fuck this, I hope this works. There's fear.
Yeah.
And it's primal gross motor. I'm turning away. I'm going, fuck, don't break. Don't miss the throat or the heart or whatever I was going for.
Yeah.
And that's what I look at, where I'm here talking to Bob over here, and I'm talking to the guy here, and all of a sudden you lunge at my gun, and I'm like, oh, fuck, right? I hope that I got to go primal gross motor. I shouldn't be doing a guillotine there. I shouldn't be going, oh, grab his nuts here. I shouldn't be, I'll scoop the arm, slowly grab at my gun. I pass the arm here. Guys, thumb on the third metacarpal bone, pinky towards the elbow. Yep. Because in that moment, if you knew the guy was going to do that attack, you could do this. But it's a surprise, and we know, and this is what blows my mind, is that people still look at our research on our system. We've been around for 40 years. We work with elite organizations all over the world, names that I don't mention because we still work with them. Tier 1, and people are like, my favorite one is he's never been in the octagon. What? What is that got to do with it? Or the Roadhouse thing. I thought he'd be bigger, right? Like dude, you're doing the course because of the research, and it's the only system in the world, that's based on neurobiology, kinesiology, psychology.